top of each park is a big orange pill logo and a sign designating that as freestyle terrain. If you don't know what that is, try to stay away from that. Obey those posted signs.
You can find the smart style signs being consistent throughout the industry. You look for the small oval and work your way up. Always start small and work to the large.
Before you hit anything, like, you just want to check it out. You don't want to hit anything in first run. You want to just look the park, look at the takeoffs.
Basically what I do when I'm hitting kickers is just, ride up the takeoff a few times, speed check it however long you need to, roll over the landing 1 or 2 times to see, how the pitch of it, if the takeoff matches up with the landing.
Watching someone hit the jump will just give you a general idea of what the speed is. Even though you can watch people hit a jump, a lot of it just has to come down to you and your own judgment of your own ability and your own speed.
I'm always constantly thinking about my speed control and how I'm controlling how fast I'm heading at a feature. There's always that moment of go, no go. If the speed doesn't feel right going into a feature, blow it off. You can always hit it the next time around.
Things riders can do to use the park properly is probably wait their turn, call their drop.
Drop it!
One of the most common features in a terrain park is a transition. You have a transition on the landing, you got a transition at the takeoff, you got side transitions, you got half pipes, they're full of transitions. Every time you ride into one, you're gonna feel pressure build up in your snowboard and your skis as well.
A half pipe's a great place to learn the feeling of a transition and how to weight see this guy? How to weight your board and unweight it as you get to the top of the lip. Roll right in the sweet spot right here. And then you can just ollie right off the top. And you really want to land in that sweet spot, which is, if this is the lip, it's like from here to here, that's the sweet spot. It's all about you using your body and using your legs and adapting to the transition.
So, in order to match the training like I just did there, you want to kind of look at the lip before you hit it, and then when you come in, you're actually going to hit it. You want to find the rut that everybody's made and kind of judge to see if that's going to match the training. Just by looking at it, you can kind of tell what your trajectory is going to be, and it might take you a few tries, but when you get it, it feels really good.
I'm going to try to do a 180 and land right in that sweet spot.
So when you're rolling into a takeoff of any sort, you want to make sure your knees are bent and your shoulders are centered over the middle of your board. This really helps so you don't get in the back seat, which is when you're too far back and you could shoot out. Whoa!
You're taking off your jump, and for some reason it doesn't go right, and maybe you fall, or you skid out, or you're in the landing. There's always somebody coming down behind you, so it's just, I always remember, even if I'm laying in the flat bottom, my arms kind of hurt, I'm like, get to the side.
Notice where I'm sitting, I'm off to the side of the jump, and I'm watching other people come down. This is where you want to be. You want to be off to the side, downhill and off to the side. You don't want to wait right near the jump like they are. That's probably the wrong place to be.
What I find very annoying in the park is just when people sitting everywhere, you come down and then there's these patches of people, and I think people should just get going, and if they want to chill out, just chill inside of the jumps.
The weather is always changing, as we know, so that means the snow speed is always changing. When it's sunny, it might be slower or faster than if it's dumping, it's probably way slower. So you just have to be conscious of the snow and the sky.
Every mountain has its weather and wind and different conditions, so that's why the resorts place the flags on top of the lips, so those are really helpful, and you can really look at those to see which way the wind's blowing, and it helps you just gauge how much speed you're going to need or how badly the wind's going to affect you when you're riding into the jump. Yeah!
Yeah! I've been wearing a helmet for most of the time I've snowboarded.
They're just so comfortable now. I don't see why people aren't stoked on wearing it, because it's lighter than wearing a beanie. It's warmer than wearing a beanie. I feel like my goggles fit my face better.
More and more people ride with helmet, and I think it's a good thing.
I've been wearing helmets until I was 3, so I've been wearing them for quite a while.
I've broken a couple, and I just like that they keep me safe.
If you ever find yourself stuck in a progression trying to learn a new trick, trying to figure things out for the first time or just getting frustrated with your riding or your skiing in general, there are specialized coaches who coach freestyle at almost every mountain in the country.
For me, having a coach has always just kind of been uplifting because, you know, I'll scope everything and I'll get the speed right, but it's just sometimes it's that little critiquing that just lets you excel to the utmost potential.
To be coached is pretty cool because my coach teaches me all my sweet maneuvers.
When you're at your local resort, look for instructors that have PSIA, AASI certifications. You can go to psia.org or aasi.org and get that type of information.
As the rider, you have to really be responsible for yourself. What you do, you have to know your ability level, you have to stay within yourself, have fun, you know, reach new heights, but also be responsible for yourself. Because regardless of what we build, we can't be responsible for what you're going to do. And that really comes down to you and a personal choice you have to make. So go out there, have a great time, but think about responsibility. It starts and ends with you.